Hey guys, Tiffy, welcome back to my channel and my financial debt journey. Thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to give this video a like and don't forget to take a moment to follow me on Instagram at the Tiffie Journey TV. There you go. In case you need to know how to spell it, there she is. Pay attention now. There she is. So we're gonna get right into it, okay? First, I would like to start off by kind of giving you an overview of my financial plan for the year of 2019, and then kind of tell you the steps that I'm going to take to get to where I want to be by the end of the year. So I don't know if you all know this, but last year I shared with you paying off my Capital One credit card. Yay! I'm so excited about that. And so this year I want to hit the ground running by saying, okay, bye to debt. Check it out. You get it? That was a joke. It says, okay, bye debt. So that's my goal for 2019. So in order to do that, I thought I would take a quick pause and beef up my emergency fund. So if you're a follower of Dave Ramsey, you know that he recommends you have a $1,000 emergency fund before you start paying off debt. And if you make under, I believe it's $25,000 a year, that's a $500 emergency fund. So since I make more than $25,000 a year, my emergency fund amount will be $1,000 that I would need to be able to put away. He says it should only take you about a month or two to do it. Put away that $1,000 emergency fund or $500 emergency fund, depending on your income level, and then you hit the ground running with your smallest to largest debts. So my goal this year is to contribute another $1,000 to my emergency fund, because I actually put away my $1,000 emergency fund in January of last year for my birthday, to celebrate my 29th birthday. I put that money away, and so at the end of 2018, still intact, $1,000. I don't think I really had to use it at all. I never had any major emergencies that required me taking chunks out of it. So it might have been like little things here and there. And let me first give you the definition of an emergency. An emergency is not something you knew that was coming. It is not something that you could have planned ahead for. It is like literally you're bleeding because there's been an accident, or your car tire, you get a flat tire, or something explodes or falls off that should be permanently attached to your body. That is the definition of an emergency. So it's not something like an oil change or a phone bill, or because those are things that are recurring. You gotta get an oil change if you're operating a car. You gotta pay your phone bill every month because everybody pays a phone bill every month for the most part. So those are not emergencies. Emergencies are literally things like you were gardening and you ran over your own foot with a lawnmower, or you slipped, fell, and bust your whole face and your teeth popped out, or the washing machine exploded. Those are emergencies, things that you would otherwise never have expected to happen. I think he calls it Murphy, like Murphy comes over and parks it in your guest room. Those are emergencies. So I do have still my $1,000 that I put away last year in January. So I thought, since I'm getting a little older, I would just feel more comfortable having an additional $1,000 in my emergency fund and taking it up to $2,000. This is not on his plan. I'm actually going against his plan. So if you're following his plan, literally, if you have your $1,000, you can move on. So I am taking this extra step. So I'm not actually following his plan, but I'm kind of trying to follow his plan, right? So I have my $1,000 emergency fund at the beginning of this year. I just added $700 to that last week. So I'm up to $1,700. So I still have an additional $300 to put into that to get to $2,000 that I would feel more comfortable having. And then I'm going to move on to this baby. So my next credit card. So I did pay off Capital One last year, and that was about $2,700. And so my next largest credit card is with Citibank, and I'll give you the grand total. $5,568.31. So this is where I'm at for this year. And because I am a full-time grad student, and because I don't have a lot of extra time to go get a bunch of extra jobs, because I'm also now a YouTube creator, as you know, thank you. Take some time to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Join my tribe and thumbs up this video. Because I don't have a whole lot of extra time to go pick up a whole lot of extra part-time jobs to pay this off in a couple of months, I'm going to give myself the entire year of 2019 to get her done. Get her done in a manner that won't cause me additional stress above grad school stress, above work stress, life stress, and all the other stresses that just happen. So my goal is to knock this out right now. I'm going to start as soon as I finish putting my last $300 into my emergency fund to beef that up to $2,000. I am going to start tackling her. And So in my next video, I'll give you a plan, kind of like a projection, because I am in finance. I like to do projections, spreadsheets, and numbers and budgets and stuff. So I'll give you I've already come up with kind of like a projection on how much I'll be paying each month and at what times of the month. So I'll kind of run down that with you so you can kind of have an expectation of what you'll expect to see from me. And then if there are any fluctuations, of course, as I did with my Capital One debt journey, I'll update you as we go, because life happens, like I said. That's why I want to make sure I have a really beefy emergency fund. And when life happens, I don't want that to like completely derail me, but things do happen. And so we just have to be able to go with the flow and be flexible. So overall, I would feel super accomplished if I could pay off this entire credit card by the end of 2019. So I'm putting it out there into the universe. I am making it public and known. That is my intention and that is my goal. That is my only financial goal for 2019, because I don't want to overstress myself, but I do feel like I would feel significantly accomplished if by the end of the year I can knock that out. So by keeping my $2,000 emergency fund and paying off this credit card, I feel like I'll be in an even better place for 2020. Can you believe it, guys? It's already going to be 2020. It's completely unbelievable. So yes, so that's my little intro to my debt journey for 2019. I hope you all join me, and please share if you have any goals with me down below in the comments. I would love to hear it. It's so nice. On my other videos, I got all these comments on people who are like, yeah, I paid off my Capital One too, or I really like Capital One, or I just paid off my house. Somebody said they, and I can't remember who it was, they told me that her and her husband bought a house and it was paid for, and I was like, they don't have a mortgage anymore. And that was just like so exciting to hear all these things, because other people, everybody's for the most part has some sort of debt that they want to get rid of. And it's really nice when we get to kind of talk about it, because if you really don't talk about it, it's something that's kind of like taboo to talk about. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope you all are going to say, okay, bye to debt as well. I hope you all follow me on this journey and you share your journeys with me, because it's great while I'm in the trenches making sacrifices and not buying cute stuff or going out all the time so I can throw that extra money on the debt. It's really nice to know that I'm not alone in that, and that we're all doing something or working towards something. And it doesn't even have to be debt. It could be you saving for a vacation, saving to buy a house, saving to buy a car, saving to buy a nice expensive bag, you know, anything that you like, a video game, something cool like a drone. I really want a drone, you guys. Off subject, but I really, really, really want a drone. I want to play with a drone. I want my own drone, and drones are kind of expensive. So maybe after I pay off this credit card, I'll treat myself to a drone. So, and that's what I've done in the past. As you've seen in some of my other debt videos, every time I pay off a debt, I celebrate by buying something with cash. And so in the past, I bought books or shoes or a bag, just to say, yeah, you did a really good job. You were focused for all these months. Now get something that you really wanted, because you have sacrificed to be able to pay off your debt. So maybe when I'm done with this, I'll buy a drone. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, here's my balance. My current balance is $5,568.31, and it's my goal to pay this off. I hope that's not backwards. Is that backwards for you all? I'm wondering if it's backwards, so you can see it if it's backwards. Does it look backwards for you all? I hope it's not backwards. If it's backwards, I'm sorry. It says $5,568.31. 2019 debt payoff goal. That is my goal. So the first thing I'm going to start with is completing my emergency fund. I have to add $300 more, because I have $1,700 currently to get to $2,000. And then I'm going to start attacking Citibank. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Talk to you soon. Toodles.